setting up a gardening business in 2025. Good year. I don't know, there's something about 2025. There's some sort of symmetry to it. I don't know, it's like a quarter in it, 25 of a, what's the 100? A century, isn't it?
Yeah, century.
Quarter of a century, 2025. Make this the year you set up in business. Casual little chat here. Got the wife. I've got to go and visit my dad, granddad. Make sure he's all right. At the end of this video, I'm going to give you my top tips for setting up a new business in 2025 as a gardener. I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll get straight into it. The first thing I was saying tomorrow you need to do is some market research. The order of this might be a bit jumbled up, but you've got to know that there's a demand in your area. There's certainly a demand for lawn cutting, grass cutting, mow blows and goes, weeding.
Everybody wants weeding.
Yeah, I don't like the weeding. I try and avoid it unless it's part of a bigger contract.
Complete deal, yeah. So
the first thing you need to do is find out if there is a need in your area. I live in an area where there's a lot of elderly people, retired people, so there's definitely a need. So do your market research.
Yeah, check out Facebook, because people, they're like looking for a gardener or, you know, something, handyman or whatever. Sometimes put it on, you know, a community group saying, can anybody recommend, you know, somebody. So you see a lot of posts. Gardeners, unfortunately,
I'm really sorry, my camera's dipping now.
Penny.
We can't hold the camera, can we? It's just going to keep dipping. Have we got something? Let me pause. Little trick you could try. You could
USP.
go. Yeah. We'll come back to that. Go on the internet, put an ad out saying you're looking for gardening work. Obviously, it's not going to get hot until you know, March. You're not going to get a lot of inquiries. Not going to get hot. Your phone's not going to be ringing hot till like March. I say that because we're in January now, giving this advice. What did you say? Unique selling point. USP. USP. My unique selling point is that I work for the aristocracy, but they not created me, but they teached me, didn't they, to work to a very. So I worked to molded me. That's the word. Molded me to work to a very high standard, so I wouldn't leave a job until it was finished. And like if there was a pile of rubbish on a driveway, even if I'd gone over time, I'd do it. You know, go the extra mile is what I'm talking about. Pete Tattoo Gardener tell you all about that. He goes the extra mile, doesn't he? You've got to do what needs to be done. Unique selling points. So think about what that's going to be. We do a lot of elderly people as well, don't we? So we've got to decide on a company format. I'm a sole trader, aren't I?
Yes.
So you can be either a sole trader, or you could have a business partner and be a partnership, or you can be a limited company and what else is there? Public limited company, which is, I don't know, again, don't fully understand that. I'm not one of those, so I can only really give advice about sole trader.
You were in partnership with your brother, so you do have some experience, and
yeah. Best
advice that I can give you is don't go into partnership with family.
Yeah, don't go into partnership with family, and don't go into a partnership or a three-way. Or that came out wrong. You know what I'm saying.
With dirty minds, I think.
Moving on from that, you can register your name. I mean, if you're a registered company, you can get registered. I'm not registered. I'm a sole trader, as I said. Right, bank accounts. You need to sort your bank accounts out. I have two bank accounts. One is for my personal money, mortgage and all the bills that go with the house, etc., etc., etc. I won't keep you on this one too long. The other, I get all my money from gardening paid into, and I think my YouTube money goes in there at the moment, which is absolutely pennies. Literally 15 quid for the last, what, couple of months or month at least.
Yeah, you won't
December
get that
was awful, but any money I get
60.
business-wise goes into a separate account.
Yes.
So
it's easy to do.
Records and accounts, I could do a whole video on that. You need to keep all your receipts, don't you, Mara? And
keep them in a safe place. Don't lose them.
That's it. That's what we always do. Get them emailed to you. A lot of people do now, don't they?
Oh yes, that's handy.
What else? Where were we? I've lost myself now.
Bank accounts, you said.
Format of the business.
Receipts.
Yeah. Setting up
insurance.
business.
Make sure that you do get insurance. You want liability insurance,
yeah, you
and
need public liability insurance
tool insurance
when you're working.
As well.
You must get public liability insurance.
Yeah. And if you employ anybody, you need to make sure you've got employer's liability as well.
If you can afford it, you need tool insurance. What else is there?
Well, it depends on the size of you, unless you're capable
I'm going to move on to advertising.
Get an accountant who can.
You're going to move
help
on
you.
to yeah. Good point. Accountant. You need to get yourself a good accountant. If you can't do the books yourself, I can't do the books myself. I'm not completely stupid when it comes to the books. We do most of the books ourselves, but the the tax return we get done by a chartered accountant who's lovely. So get yourself a lovely accountant that you get along with, and obviously you've got to keep your own records and accounts up together. That could be literally a whole nother video, couldn't it?
Yeah.
So keep all your receipts in a folder and reconciliate it against your bank statements. Keep everything together, not like us. Don't go losing all your receipts down the back of the sofa or the van or wherever.
I'm terrible with receipts.
Advertising, Mara, go on, I'll let you have a turn. Advertising, how do they advertise for work?
Well, you can go into a local newspaper, check out the price, because they're not always that cheap. We've advertised locally. Oh God, Dad.
Roads collapsing.
Yeah.
Trying to keep over to the
we
left.
went into a monthly magazine. That was probably about £34 a
We
month.
more or less stopped paper advertising because we weren't having a great deal
We
of luck.
advertised in the local magazine, which is Star and Avon. That was.
It does work.
Yeah, that was like $27.50 every 2 weeks. I'm talking. You said I could.
It's like a dripping tap.
It's okay if you've got the money coming in and you need the advertising, advertise, but it can work out quite expensive. Also check out like your local newsagent. Sometimes you can put a card in the window, you know, for 50p for like so many weeks. We've done that. We've got work from
It
that
works.
way.
It all works. Every sort of advertising works.
You just need to get your name out. Like, you know, go around when you you know, you have a customer, just say, you know, if you know of anybody, like, recommend.
The last thing you want to do is what I do, is hide. So the other thing is van writing, but people said not to do it because obviously it draws people's attention to
I
there
said
might
that
be
as
tools.
well. I don't
But
think you
magnetic
need
ones, Mars.
to. Magnetic ones are good, yes. You can put them on and take them off.
We may get some, mightn't we, one day?
Alternatively, get a board and just when you're working, just put a board out so when people walk past, they can, you know, see who you are.
Get a little signboard, put it up when you're working.
Yeah, YouTube's been quite good for us as well.
YouTube, get yourself on YouTube.
People have said, "Oh, we've seen you on YouTube." So it's basically
That bloke off YouTube.
Yeah, it's basically, you know, showing your.
We're nearly halfway. We need to move to the next topic. So advertising.
Oh,
so
and
you've
Facebook.
You got your customers coming in. I'll save my tip to the end of the video.
Okay.
If you watch to the end, I'll give you some tips. Yeah, Facebook's a good one. We need to move off of advertising. I think we covered a lot in advertising.
Okay.
What's the next thing you need to do? Get a van. Transport you haven't done. Do you want to do transport?
Yeah, I mean, if you need to, just, you know, get a little car. I mean, Steve for a couple of years had a Berlingo, a little Berlingo van, which was really good. Cheap to run, cheap to insure, road tax, that sort of thing. So yeah, you can garden in anything. I mean, once Steve's van broke down, he stuck a mower in my old car.
It was a Doblo, but same thing.
Why? What did I say it was?
Berlingo. That's your dad had a Berlingo.
Oh, my dad was a
Hi Barry, if you're watching.
Yeah, you had a Doblo. That was a.
Yeah, Doblo. Very good van. Used to love taking it to the beach with the kids. You
That sort of vehicle.
put blankets
is
in the
good,
back and get dressed in the back, and probably put your surfboard on the roof and all that jazz. Yeah, Citroen. Was it Citroen Berlingo? Was
Yeah,
it Citroen?
so.
A Berlingo. Anyway, a Berlingo. Definitely. Doblo. Now you've started me. Doblo people. That's what I had. I got photos. I'll put them up one day. Might even put them in this video for you. Trailer. Bloody good. You can get them second hand. You don't need to buy new.
No. Trailers pretty much keep their value as well. So if you did invest in a trailer, it will keep its value.
I started my business on a bicycle when I was 14. I only had a bike. All the tools were at the job. And my little diary with me hours and that in. That's how I started when I was 14. Yeah, so it started on a bicycle, but you don't need a new vehicle. You certainly don't need a van like this. Yeah, start with a small car. Get yourself a little trailer.
I had a Peugeot 307 and he put his mower in the back.
Right, we've got to go back a bit. The other thing you need before you get started, as well as customers, is tools, isn't it?
Yeah, basic tools. A mower.
You don't need to spend a lot of money. You need to tell them that.
Yeah, you don't. You years ago, you went to B&Q, didn't you?
Harley, do what Harley did. Do you remember what Harley did when he set up his YouTube channel, where he got his tools?
No.
He robbed his mum's shed, apparently. Yeah, just beg, steal and borrow. Don't really steal, but you know what I mean. They're saying,
yeah, don't steal.
Don't steal, it's wrong. But yeah, if you just ask people, and people will probably give. They're very giving, aren't they? But you need to get tools. My recommendation is don't go spending loads of money on fancy tools. You don't need all this fancy stuff that I've got. I've been doing it, like I said, for what, 35
years, a bloody long time.
5 years.
35
Steve actually
years.
Started when he was 7 for sweets.
Don't go on a tangent. Yeah, I did work for sweets when I started. So tools, get yourself some tools. You can ask on like just giving pages, isn't there? Like we've got just giving pages and stuff in there.
It's a Facebook kindness group, so people give things away for free. There's often, tools that are on there,
But yeah, you
spades, shovels,
you need spades, shovels, prongs, forks, loppers. Check out my van tool video. You'll see what I've got in my van. Pretty much answer that.
Like the link.
Van tool video up here somewhere. Check it out. What else do we need? We need one good blower, one good strimmer or a multi-tool, so it's a strimmer engine, and then you can have a hedge cutter on it with a pole extension, with a strimmer, with a pole cutter, with a rotavator. I know I've said that already. There's loads of different things. So it's one tool that does multiple jobs. A leaf blower, we've said. What else is there? I have decent ladder. I've got a Henchman, but you don't need a ladder when you start.
No.
But yeah, check out the video. It's all in the video anyway. Right, guys, I just had to pull in a minute. My mind went blank, but I'm at the job more or less now.
Job?
What am I on about? You're visiting relations. Sorry, not at the job. I'm used to saying that so many times. What else do you say? Start off small. You don't need to be big. So I think we're heading towards top tips at the end of the video. Start off small. You don't need to be big. Don't go rushing into it. If you've got a full-time job and a mortgage and that, don't just quit your job and go off because Steve Cheese says being a gardener is like amazing thing to do, which it is. Being self-employed is amazing. You can pick and choose your hours and all that. Don't go leaving your job. Start off, like you said, on a Saturday, maybe Saturdays and Sundays, getting some gardening clients. Or if you've got a part-time job, if you're lucky enough to just work part-time, you could start in the afternoons or whenever it is you've got time. Start build up around until you've got enough that you can, sustain becoming a full-time gardener.
Can I just say that from my point of view, being a gardener's wife, it's not always easy.
Long-term gardener's wife.
It's not always easy.
It's a grind, isn't it? A bit like YouTube.
You get customers phoning at like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night.
Oh, they do. And on a Sunday.
7 o'clock in the morning. You get customers phoning you because they're thinking about gardening.
Hold on, this is a whole separate video.
Needing a gardener while your wife's in labour. That has happened.
We've said that before. This guy rang up whilst his wife was having a baby to ask for a gardener.
Yeah.
Not a good time to ring.
And obviously there's like the whole money side of things. It's like...
That's my top tip. Are you running into my top tip?
Sorry.
You can do my top tip if you want. What's my top tip?
I don't know what your top tip is, but I'm just saying from my personal opinion is save as much money as you can.
I'll do my top tip in a minute.
Yeah. Because there's going to be days when you can't work, when it's raining, wet, clients going on holidays.
This is a top tip.
They don't pay you. It's not guaranteed money,
unfortunately. At least £3,000 minimum for the winter.
Yeah, it's not guaranteed.
At least.
It's not guaranteed money. You get certain people saying, oh yeah, and like all year round or whatever, and all sections and stuff, but it is difficult. It's not easy.
She's right,
and when you've got like a family as well, and you're the main bread earner,
we've got to wind this video up. 15 minutes we've been running for. I'm gonna have to cut it down, edit it down.
But it's just to say that all those partners behind the main gardeners, you know, you deserve a medal as well.
Well done, ladies, gentlemen, partners.
Yeah.
Well done, guys, people. Peeps, well done, peeps.
Yeah, because it ain't easy being...
Get behind your
gardener.
man or woman.
Yeah, exactly. There's women gardeners out there.
What was I going to say? Yeah, top tip, get paid on the day. I like to get paid on the day. I get really upset if I don't get paid on the day. There's another video in that conversation. But yeah.
Don't offer credit.
Don't offer credit. It's probably a bit different if they're commercial clients.
If they're commercial, it's different, but household, no.
If it's
on
commercial, we've probably been waiting up to 3 months, but ideally we gave a month, didn't we, for commercial big clients, so it's over grand's worth of money or whatever, a month, 2 grand, 3 grand,
I've
20
been like
grand.
that for a few years though.
We used to give a month's credit, and they used to take 2. Sometimes some people would take 3. Some people would take so long that they'd miss a few payments and then pay the one we just sent, which is boggles the imagination. But yeah, so I don't know if I've covered everything, but this was just a van chat. It's not my main how to set up a video. That'd be good. I wish I did know how to do that.
It's a quick one.
It's a quickie, yeah, just a quickie today, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Now he's dirty minded. Just a quickie. Thanks to everybody who subscribed to my channel. Your support is much appreciated and duly noted. If you're not subscribed and you watch this video, please subscribe to the channel, because it helps me make more videos. It makes me want to make more videos, because the videos get further and I get a little bit more money. It is only pennies, but yeah, so you subscribing will help me get more information out there for others that are just starting in gardening or running a gardening business or just want to be entertained. All right, see you in the next one, guys.
Bye.